Gamecocks will spend the first of their 3 timeouts. Now left with 2 of them here in the first half. Have you ever seen this? The punting team on the field on first down. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner heads out of bounds. Using his legs, it's Clark. Look out, he's breaking free. He's in the clear. Here he goes. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. That's just power of football. This team out of the SEC believe they have a big edge at the line of scrimmage. That play shows why. Joel, if they can keep this up, looks like they're closing in on a big victory.
Well, they should have a lot of belief in that line of scrimmage, because when you turn on the tape every single week, this offensive line pushing forward, winning that line of scrimmage, and they're doing it again here today.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. And the SMU offense is back on the field now. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And the Mustangs will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. It's 4th and 2.
Chris, I think that's smart from the offense and this quarterback. You don't want to force the football across the chains just to get the first down. Get a completion and create a scenario where you can go for it on 4th. And here inside the 2 yards, I would certainly be aggressive.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Quick completion to the tight end. He's got some space. Look out. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down, but plenty to spare.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well.
The Mustangs line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw here. A short completion to the tight end. Stop right there at the line. No gain. On 2nd and 10, they need a gain here to prevent a 3rd and very long. The pressure's on. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
Chris, I just get the sense that this quarterback is rushing. He goes through his reads. I think he does that a little quickly. He tries to get to the check down, throw this ball short, and he's unable to connect. He's jumping at the throws. Again, he's got to relax and establish some sort of rhythm.
Must convert here on 3rd down to avoid back-to-back punts to start this game. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
I tell you, you got to play well on 3rd down. That's the money down for a quarterback. To be honest, Chris, I don't really care what a quarterback does on 1st and 2nd. He's got to be great in situations, and one of those situations that I think about is 3rd down. Unable to connect here, and now you got a decision to make on 4th.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And that sets up a return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. They're going to run it. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. The Gamecocks come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on 1st down. This offense continues to just gain yards on 1st down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
They're going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, it seems like the quarterback made up his mind before the snap. This has got to be a post-snap read. To me, this is a pass read all day long. He gives it to the back, and they don't gain any yards.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Sellers. Lets it go quickly. Wide open downfield. He breaks into the clear. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This offense really clicking.
Chris, I always talk about it. Timing and accuracy from the quarterback create these yards after the catch. And here he's able to put the ball on time and on target. And it affords the wide receiver the ability to run after the catch into the end zone. That is beautiful football, offensive football 101.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Makes the grab. It's Turner. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. On 2nd and inches, will they be aggressive here? 3 receivers bunched to the right. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
This is exactly how you draw it up as a quarterback, coach. You've got your guy out there, and he's going to take off. And listen, you've got to pick up first downs with your legs at some point, maybe 2 to 4 during the course of the game. But here's the best part is that he doesn't take an unnecessary hit. Once he gets the line to gain, he just steps out of bounds. That's A++ on the grade sheet on Sunday when you're watching the film.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Looking to throw. It's St. Clair. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, it's another first down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out.
He'll take a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, Chris, it wasn't technically a pass breakup, but there was nowhere to go if he even caught that. And in fact, I feel like he was even hearing some of the footsteps. You got to understand the drop because the defense was all over it.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. He's running out of time here. It's going to be incomplete. Tried to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw yet again. A deep shot to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Touchdown, Mustangs. As they fight back here in this playoff game. A huge connection for a touchdown shows the explosiveness of this offense. A lightning strike for 6 points.
I mean, Chris, that was some impressive throw right there. That is a big-time throw. That next-level scout, he's going to be impressed with what he saw right there. Anticipation, driving the football into that open area. Whoa, I tell you what, this guy is playing some ball.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And following the return, we have an injured player down on the field. It's a senior defensive back. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Short gain makes it 2nd and long. That's tough against a defense like this. They'll run it from the gun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield.
Well, this is the advantage of a good quality big tight end is that he can basically just post up the defense on a 3rd down and you create a first down for your offense. day.
And the Gamecocks with 1st and 10 here. Looking for a receiver. Back-to-back deep shots. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
This is just solid coverage in the back end, and they told us that they were going to be aware of these deep shots. They knew that they were going to get some aggressive calls from this offense, and here it shows up early in this game. But again, the coverage is sound, and what I love about them is their ability to track these routes deep down the field. Trying to take a shot, and the coverage is there.
Quarterback. Look out, he's got space ahead. He goes out of bounds. They'll spot it at the 25.
When you talk with quarterbacks, and in particular quarterback coaches, coordinators, play callers, they'll tell you that the mark of a great player at this position He's a guy that can pick up 2 to 4 first downs with his legs. Sometimes it's not always going to be a quarterback run designed by the play, but the ability to improvise, get on the outside, and move those chains. What a beautiful job.
The Gamecocks are looking to keep this drive going. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Has the 1st down and more. Touchdown, South Carolina. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's just power of football. This team out of the SEC believe they have a big edge at the line of scrimmage. That play shows why. Joel, if they can keep this up, looks like they're closing in on a big victory.
Well, they should have a lot of belief in that line of scrimmage, because when you turn on the tape every single week, this offensive line pushing forward, winning that line of scrimmage, and they're doing it again here today.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Handoff here from the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play. South Carolina in the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. To the air. It's St. Clair. He finds the running back in the flat. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Oh, that's a big play by the defense, because now the offense is off schedule. They're behind the chains on third down. They can get after them with the pass rush.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He'll take a deep shot here. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window.
I always wonder, Chris, just how quickly these quarterbacks can forget about a mistake. And listen, they're going to happen. You're going to throw interceptions. But the great ones come back right away, and they play better because of them. We'll see how he reacts the rest of the game.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. The Mustangs call a timeout now. That'll be their first. They have 2 more to work with here in the first half. Welcome to the National Championship game at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks against the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt. We are so excited to bring you the ultimate game in this college football season. Holly Rowe joins us ringside with some of the key storylines today. Holly?
Well, guys, the Bears head coach told me before the game, this is what this team has prepared for all season long. They opened the season as a heavy favorite, but they've had a target on their back each and every week. It has been difficult to remain undefeated and ready to rock, but here they are. Coach said he told his team in the locker room, all the expectations are on you. My only expectation is that you support each other, look at the men around you, and make sure you're there for each other during the game. Preseason expectations, target on the back, but execution is the focus here tonight. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Linebacker's trying to confuse this offense now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage second and third down opportunities.
Again, he makes it second and medium. And now the handoff. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football.
Offensively, they've got to find a way to run the football with more efficiency. If they're unable to do so, it will be a long day.
They face third down, trying to build momentum early in this national championship game. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
What a great job by this pass rush. On third down, they're able to get pressure on the quarterback and contact him as he throws. That contact, it produces an incompletion. Now it's fourth down.
The Bears bring their punt team onto the field. And he gets it away, a directional kick with pretty good distance. It looks like no return here as that punt heads out of bounds. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
That is way too easy. This defense has got to adjust on first down. You've got to get up there and stop the run. If you can just hand the football off on first down and get first downs, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Jukes to get free. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain. And following the catch, we get a stoppage here for an injured player. Certainly hoping his championship game is not over. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, somebody needs to tell this quarterback that there is a P in the RPO. That's clearly a pass read. He gives it to the back, and they're all over it. The defense was swarming in the backfield for a loss.
And the Gamecocks will have to kick this away. And now it's a high kick. He hit it straight up. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense comes up huge in this championship game. Listen to the crowd.
That is the worst feeling in the world for a quarterback. You're trying to make a throw out on the outside that candidly is an easy throw, but it's hard to see that defender as he's breaking on the ball, and he steps in front for the pick. As soon as it's in his hands, Chris, it's over. He's gone. There's nobody in front of him for a touchdown.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Back to pass. It's Lagway. To dart to the left side. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Tackled after the return, but a huge takeaway. Could be a momentum shift right there.
He's just been off all day, Chris, and he hasn't been able to recover from these mistakes and these early turnovers, and now multiple turnovers on the day. Again, I've always said, true mark of a quarterback, how do you respond to mistakes? And today, he just has not responded well.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Running through the tackle. He fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
These plays don't look wildly successful, but I tell you, they make a big impact. Getting the ball to the wide receiver in a non-traditional way here in the run game. Chris, it forces the defense to have to think about just another element of stopping this offense, and that creates indecision. And that creates plays later in the game that you can really hit them with. So a nice job here on this run.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, handoff inside. It's a fumble. The defense scoops it up. They bring him down after a short return. This defense comes up with the takeaway. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. To the air, it's Lagway. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Goes out of bounds, but a solid gain, just short of the 40.
I'm really impressed with the ability of this offense to play on time. They are executing at a high level. You got an out route here against zone coverage. And it's just about hitting that back step as a quarterback and getting that ball out, and he does a beautiful job there. It's a completion and a nice game.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. On the move now. Stabbed out of the air with one hand. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
All right, so you get the completion, and maybe this is a more manageable fourth down opportunity, but I still don't love the idea of going for it and being aggressive. This is just too many yards to go for it. I think the punt is the play.
Bounce right at the 3-yard line and into the end zone for a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Begin with a quick throw to the left. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
This is great recognition by this defense. They see the wide receiver screen. They're able to pursue out and get the tackle for loss. They have been running side to side as well as anybody today. I think that the offense needs to get downhill in the run game and run right at them.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. And here comes a deep shot. Oh, the pass is picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Chris, I think the true measure of a quarterback is not how you're playing when everything's going well, but how quickly can you bounce back from a mistake. And here, interceptions are going to happen, but what does the quarterback do moving forward? How quick?
Look out. He's still churning. Won't go down. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5.
Got an opening here. They can't stop him. He goes out of bounds inside the 45.
I'm a big fan of this back. You can tell he understands the game. He understands situations. You can see he knows where he needs to get, and he's able to get the line to gain, move the chains for a first down.
Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Well, that's as easy as it gets for an offense who's handing the football off. The offensive line doing some work. They have done a great job today running the football. And here on first down, you move the chains. You just continue to get that ball moving down the field.
They'll hand it off. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Caught over the middle. It's Morris. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. And it's South Carolina in the lead here. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship. Through one quarter, let's check out the game summary. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Can he get there on the ground? He made the stop, but that moves the football to the 16. It'll be first down.
This offense is clearly in rhythm. No matter what they're trying to do, pass the football, run the football. They're doing it well. And now another first down. The line is doing a great job. The quarterback is seeing the field. This is such a good drive right now, and you just got to put it in the end zone.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. He's got end zone ahead. Touchdown, Bears, as they answer with their first score of this title game. So this offense responds after falling behind. A satisfying drive, but also a relief drill. They get in the end zone, they match the earlier score from their opponent, and now they can feel better about things.
Way better about things. You don't want to go down multiple scores, in particular in a championship environment. Great job executing by this group, and now if I'm attack this defense moving forward. Take the success that you've already had and replicate that in later drives.
Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Gamecocks offense back on the field. Hands off to the left. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. The Gamecocks looking to run some tempo here. Takes the handoff. It's Clark. Gets the first and still running. Breaks into the clear. They'll stop with the 34. That will be a first down.
You know, Chris, we don't talk about it a lot, but the quarterback's best friend is when he doesn't have to be great to move the chains. Here they're able to hand the football off. The back is able to get across the line to gain, move the chains, create a first down. That's just like a gimme putt in golf for a quarterback. You don't have to think, and you're still moving the ball down the field.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. With a shotgun handoff here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. If you're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the backfield, which is just a pressure situation if you're on offense.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Moves out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Delivers quickly to the left side, and it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Well, they just had nothing going there on that series, Chris. You've got nothing happening on 1st and 2nd down. You're backed up. You're into an obvious passing situation, and that's exactly what we talked about all week they had to avoid is these 3rd and longs. This one's incomplete, but really it was about 1st and 2nd down not having any success.
And he's going to finally head out of bounds. But you talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Body blows, body blows, body blows. You run the football like this, you gain 5, you gain 6, time and time again. That play-action pass is going to be at your disposal. You can get to the RPO. Everything on offense becomes easier. This line is doing a great job. This back is running hard.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
I love these drag routes from the slot receiver, and it takes a wide receiver that has a feel for space and coverage. He's got to understand whether it's man or zone. If it's man, put your chin in your shoulder and keep running through the green grass. If it's zone, settle down in the soft spot and give the numbers to the quarterback.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. It's Miller. He goes out of bounds just short of the 15.
They better find a way to pressure this quarterback because he's just sitting back there with nobody in his face. If he's got time, he's going to rip them apart, and he does here on third down. They're able to move the chains. This is a nice job, yes, but the defense has got to change something up front.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Tries to get it to the running back. Catch made on the left side. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's first and goal from the 2.
Those type of conversions are just demoralizing for a defense. They did everything right on first and second down. Forced a third and long. They're in the red zone. They feel like they're going to force a field goal, and then the offense converts. And now it's first and goal inside the 5. This defense has got to be so devastating.
And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor.
This guy has such a nose for the goal line. Now, second rushing touchdown of the game. And I'm telling you, anytime he's close, he's getting that ball across the goal line. There is no doubt about it. He is so good in that situation.
And they tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the return starts from inside the 20. Solid game. They'll spot him out at the 35. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. They've got him down out near the 40. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Here's the second down play. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23. And the Bears signal timeout. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. And the quarterback dropping back. He stopped right at the line. That's sure tackling.
This is what makes this defense so tough. Great zone coverage behind the play, forcing the quarterback to check things down, but then the key, tackle in space.
Second down after that completion. And the wideout goes in motion. They look to throw it here on second down. He escapes the pocket. Using... Oh, and he fumbles. And the ball rolls out of bounds. They'll keep possession, but it's short of a first down.
Chris, I can attest to this. As a quarterback, sometimes you're just trying to get out of bounds as quickly as you possibly can, and because of that, you're not thinking about ball security. Here, the ball pops loose, but lucky for him, it just goes out of bounds.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a third and long from the 20-yard line. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Oh, the pocket collapsing. Clean toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This offense cannot be stopped. They could not contain the quarterback, and what a boost in the red zone, Joel, when you have a guy who can do that for a score.
I couldn't agree more, Chris. I always talk about in the red zone, the quarterback thinking touchdown, check down. Well, for him, the check down means his legs. And when he gets on the outside, look at the athleticism, taking it all the way in for a touchdown. What a weapon.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Touchdown, Bears. An explosive play all the way to the end zone. That's a great drive. Perfect call and execution to take the lead before halftime. Important because the other side gets the football, Joel, to begin the third quarter.
I don't think you can overstate the importance of a drive like that and a score like that. All these coaches talk about the middle section of the game, winning right before halftime and then right out of halftime. And right here, taking the lead, knowing that you've got to kick it off to start the third quarter, that is a massive moment. Now you can go in, make some adjustments, and really come out with a great defensive game plan for the early third quarter drive.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. To throw, it's Sellers. Here comes the pressure. Breaks free. Picks up the first and still on it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. The Gamecocks looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
It's going to be a really long day for this defense if they can't corral this quarterback in these scrambles. He's dropping back, nowhere to throw, or he just sees an open lane. Look at this quickness that he's able to use. He gets across the line of game, moves the chains for a first down.
The offense really clicking against this battle defense.
Chris, there's two things that the quarterback has to have if he's going to complete a corner route to the wide receiver. You've got to have anticipation, there's no doubt, but you've also got to choose the right trajectory. And he
makes the catch and has space. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal. Timeout taken by Baylor. That's their second. They still have one more in their pocket for the rest of the half. Great start for this offense. 3 plays and suddenly it's a first and goal. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Caught in the end zone. They throw for the score.
We always talk about the middle portion of these games being so important, and that is a vital drive and great success, building momentum as they head into the locker room. Now they can go make a few adjustments and come out in the second half and try to sustain this momentum.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. To throw, it's Lagway. Bringing pressure. And they'll trap him for a sack. Big play by this defense.
Chris, there's so much emphasis put on third down, and rightly so. That's really the action play of the series. But the third down success or lack thereof, it really happens because of what happens on first down. And here, this defense creating a negative play on first down is setting them up for success here down the line.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Bears will kick this away to begin the second half. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. The offense with some pre-snap motion. They get the second half started with their running play.
Chris, this is a great example of how to defend the RPO from a defensive perspective. Number one, your secondary player has to stay home and defend the pass. Then you've got to get off blocks up front and win your one-on-ones. If you can do that as a front seven, you can stop the run without the help of that secondary, and you can shut down the RPO.
They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. The Gamecocks come to a line in a hurry-up. Shotgun formation here on third down. On the move now. Grab down the middle. It's Clark. Goes out of bounds, but a solid gain that moves the ball outside the 40.
Boy, as a quarterback, your best friend in the passing game is a running back that runs clean routes, catches the ball well, and then can make something happen after the catch. And here they're able to get him the ball on the outside, and he creates a first down. This is a really nice job by this back out there.
Getting set. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Sellers. Moves out of the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
Just not quite on the same page. There are some days you get to the park and it's just not working, and this is just an incompletion that I can't explain.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Now he's got open space. Breaking ankles out there. And we're able to move the sticks. Set up now, first down at the 34.
Chris, you've got to be aware of this as a defense. It's third and long. You know that they're going to go to a screen pass. I don't understand what they're looking at here. This is clearly not the right defensive call. That's a play that you've got to expect to happen, and they were totally caught off guard.
He escapes the pocket. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. Back to throw again. The pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
What a good response from this defense after the big play. They're able to get in the backfield and get to the quarterback. I tell you what, that's the mark of a group that just continues to go out there and play in and play out. Beautiful job getting back there, getting to the quarterback.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Across the line, they'll try to run it in now. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they go on top here in the second half.
That's a great decision from this quarterback, and really no man's land for the defense. Once the quarterback is out there, he's loose, it's short yardage. All he needs to do is be decisive, run it into the end zone. He's able to do so for 6.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Gonna run it. It's Morris. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it to the left. Running with purpose. Sophomore brought down after a nice run. And they lean on their running back to get the first down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, you take it. And then allow it to build to something more successful later. Watch for them to get to some run action pass and maybe play action pass to get it down the field here in the next couple of series.
He's picked for a third time tonight. He could go inside the 40. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Fights through the tackler. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, my favorite trait in a corner is not a guy that can cover because you just assume he can. It's a guy that comes up and tackles and will play physical on the outside. Beautiful job right here. Keeps his head on the outside. Great posture. And he's able to make the tackle in space.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Running play called on third and short. And they'll make the tackle, but it'll bring up fourth down. They are in field goal range. It's fourth down and 4 to try to keep the drive going. That's reeled in. It's Watkins. He'll be ruled down there, but a fourth down conversion with plenty to spare. They go back to the receiver, who's had a really effective game, Joel. So far, the defense really hasn't had an answer for him.
And, Chris, the best part about it is that they're using the RPO, and that's what's forcing the defense to have to try to stay honest. They can't double-team the wide receiver. They can't even bracket the wide receiver because then they would just run the football with that RPO, run-pass option. Beautiful scheme to get him the ball.
Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 8.
Yeah, Chris, this is exactly what this coaching staff said they wanted to do, was establish the run game, and they've been able to do that. Gains of 5, gains of 6, time and time again. They're doing a great job up front, there's no doubt, and now the entire playbook is going to be at their disposal.
Play fake, looking to throw. He's got it near the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Chris, this is the matchup that is so difficult to stop. When you're in the red zone, you get a tight end that can go down the field and force a mismatch. That is a beautiful place to throw the ball as a quarterback. He finds his guy, and it's a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. from deep in the end zone. He'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Coming after him. And they sack him. The pass rush making a big impact.
This is a really poor decision. You've got to manage the game as a quarterback, make your offense right. Here, it's the first play of the drive, and as soon as you break contain and you're outside of the pocket, you cannot take a sack. That ball has got to be thrown into the 5th row, burn the ball, create 2nd and 10 rather than 2nd and forever.
Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Pulls it in, it's Morris, and he's brought down there.
It is such an advantage for an offense to have a running back that can get on the outside and catch the football, in particular when a defense wants to run man coverage. You can see this is a mismatch here. He's faster than the linebacker, and he gets the ball and gets a nice gain down the field.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
This offense has got to stay out of these 3rd and long situations. This pass rush is too good, and here, more evidence of that. They get pressure, contact the quarterback as he throws, and now it's 4th down.
No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. This should be the last play of the quarter. Handoff running right. Oh, what a move. And they make the stop in what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And it's South Carolina in the lead here. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. First down, looking for more now. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable 3rd down situation. The entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Oh, look out, he's got open space. He goes out of bounds just short of the 35-yard line. And the Gamecocks come up to the line in a hurry-up.
There's a clear breakdown in coverage and a good find by the quarterback to find this open receiver. And then he hits him for a nice complete.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. What a pitch and catch in the end zone. Another huge play on the ultimate stage for this quarterback. He's been a great leader by example all season long. Now getting fitted for that championship ring.
Chris, as a quarterback, you prepare for a game like this of this magnitude. And this is an absolute dream performance, as well as he could have played. He's been a great leader. He's done everything right. And I got to say, this guy has been such a joy to cover. What a season. Congratulations. He's going to be a national champion.
To be tackled at the 21, that's good work by the coverage team. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? He's got the first and still going. Breaking, he bursts into space. The 20, the 10. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
This offensive line just winning the point of attack. They are doing a great job opening up holes for this run game. And now it's just about executing, making somebody miss at the second level, and they get a big...
And he bustles into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor.
I love that this offense doesn't get bored taking the profit. If this defense can't stop this back, then give him the ball, and he continues to find the end zone. Third touchdown of the game. If they don't adjust, make them pay, and that's exactly what this coordinator has done.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Steps out at the 22. Not quite where it would have been spotted had he just taken a knee. Here comes the Gamecocks offense back on the field. Movement here from the tight end. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
Important second down play coming up. He hands it off from the gun. Quick spin on the run. Moves the ball up to the 30. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
For an offense, it's always important to stay ahead of the chains, and that's how you convert on third down. So a nice pickup there for the offense.
The Gamecocks will have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. He's looking to scramble. Sees an opening. And he goes out of bounds just short of the 40. The stop play here, a South Carolina player appears to be injured. It's the running back who's hurt. Could be a key development here as the offense tries to hold the lead deep in this national championship game. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain. Sets him up first down at the 33.
The back is always a good option in the passing game, and the quarterback knows that he has a guy that is very consistent catching the ball out of the backfield. I think the defense is going to have to adjust. This is a first down. It's an easy first down. They're going to have to start doing something in their scheme to stop the running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's broken up. Great defensive play to prevent that deep shot.
I'm always a fan of an offense being aggressive and taking a shot down the field, and I really love these 4 vertical routes, Chris. This is a concept that I used to love throwing, but as a quarterback, you've got to identify the coverage, and then you got to stand in there and make a quality throw. Here, I just don't feel like he gave a good ball down the field.
The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal.
They're set up perfectly here, Chris. I think it's time to run the football. You don't want to score too quick. Obviously, if they let you in the end zone, that's one thing. But I think it's time to run the rock like I'm talking about. Maybe get this in on 2nd down or 3rd down and really take some clock away from this opponent.
Receiver in motion now. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That could be the touchdown that seals it. This offense went right down the field, and a desperate defense, Joe, had no answer for him.
Chris, what we just saw was the definition of a championship drive. They did such a good job converting on third down, moving the ball down the field, and now ultimately in the end zone and really capping off what is a national championship season.
They get him down at the 33 after a solid return. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Right, comes down to this. They need to create some fourth-quarter magic here, or this national championship will slip away. He goes out of bounds. The game moves it across the 40.
Well, clearly this is a little too late to start establishing the run game. This is what they needed to do in the first quarter. Now they're down by a bunch. It's a multiple possession deficit, and now they start running the football? That's just devastating.
They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
These are the type of run plays that can build into future success. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's second down, you move the chains, that's all great. But that's the exact type of run that you can play off of later in the game, get to play action pass, and get those safeties down near the line of scrimmage.
He's going to take off. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
It's a really solid job by this defense. Look at the pursuit of the quarterback as he scrambles, and they're just forcing him to the outside. And as he gets near the sideline, now he's got a decision to make. Do I take a hit, try to get one or two more?
And they heave it deep downfield. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Chris, how many times do we see this? You know the quarterback's got to start being aggressive. They've got a multiple possession deficit, and they've got to put the ball into more precarious spots, and it gets picked off here. Listen, this is just a product of game situation. Nice job by the defense, but clearly this quarterback is trying to make something happen.
Looking to scramble. And he just throws it away. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. It's an out route. The catch made. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. And the Gamecocks will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Grab near the sticks. It's Tuggle. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense.
Man, it's another big game through the air. They have been good all day long. This quarterback has made good decisions. The defense hasn't really stopped them at all. And I got to tell you, if they're not going to stop them, you just got to continue to play football. That's up to them.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Incompletion makes it second down. Looking to throw again. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, they told us they were going to be aggressive. And listen, they're being aggressive to the end. Still throwing the football up big here. And Holly, it's going to be a bit of a salty handshake down there with these head coaches. Maybe have your head on a swivel.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And looking for a big play here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Boy, tough decision here for the head coach. I think they're probably going to punt this one away, rely on their defense. With this field position, I think that's what they need to do.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And here's the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. To throw, it's Lagway. Receiver makes the grab.
I know this is not going to matter, but my dad always told me the only thing you can control is your own effort level. So I respect the fact that they're still out there giving 100%, even when they're down this amount.
Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Incomplete, they cannot connect on the deep ball.
What a wildly disappointing day for him. He came in with so many expectations, Chris, and they just haven't had the timing. Another incompletion here. They're down big. Man, this has got to be so frustrating.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Moves out of the pocket. Across the 40. And he goes out of bounds just past midfield.
This is exactly what's so impressive on film preparing for this team is to see the quarterback's speed. Look at his athleticism and explosiveness once he gets to the second level. You can tell that he is so comfortable running the football. This is a huge gain, an explosive run, and this isn't even a designed quarterback run. I tell you what, this is going to be a long day for this defense if this guy is going to be able to run loose like this on the outside.
The pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Chris, in this situation down big, this 4 vertical route concept, just have it on repeat. You basically call it every single play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Morris. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, is that this defense has been ready for everything that they've been shown. And I got to tell you, like, they just never made an adjustment on offense. They didn't get the ball down the field. That's why they're down big in this game, and that's why they're going to lose.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Chris, they can't punt here. They can't guarantee that they get this ball back if they kick it away. So here it is. Here's the game. It's 4th down. Got to convert.
Offense trying to convert again on 4th down. They'll go for it. Back to pass. It's Lagway. He escapes the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a 1st down.
Well, being down in this game, Chris, they're forced into these opportunities where they have to be aggressive on 4th down. But that's a good conversion. Now, the challenge is to maintain the momentum. Get this ball down the field.
And the Bears will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. That is broken up and incomplete.
Great defense here and really good timing, because anytime you're going to bat that ball away, there's always a chance you're going to arrive too early and create a pass interference. But here the defender times it perfectly, swats it away for an incompletion.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Just get the sense that he's forcing the football down the field. That's a tight window throw, and he's trying to fit it in there, and it gets easily batted away. He needs to allow the offense to work for him and take what the defense gives him.
Catch is made down the middle. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14. The Bears come to the line to run the hurry out. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Defense is coming after him. And the receiver's got it. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Bears.
What I love about this throw is that it is on time. And when you're on time, you can complete the ball in tight windows. You can allow for yards after the catch, all of it. And here, they're able to get the completion for the touchdown. Beautiful job by this quarterback.
With no time left, they'll kick the PAT as a formality. Surprised they're not going for 2 here. And the PAT is good. Doesn't matter much in the end as they go down. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. And the long climb for this group ends at the mountaintop. National champions for this season and backing up last season's national champions. championship certainly puts them in the conversation among the great dynasties in recent history in this sport, Joel.
Well, Chris, I totally agree. You think about the history of college football and these great teams, these great coaches, accomplishing this, back-to-back championships, it puts you on par with those groups. We're going to be thinking about this group forever. These guys have written a legacy that will last.
Wild, very exciting season of college football. Let's pay tribute one more time to this season's national champions. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the South Carolina Gamecocks.
Now it's time to choose your team. Each school has a unique set of athletic director expectations, which are goals that you'll need to accomplish as a coach. The school's demeanor will impact how they respond if you miss certain expectations. Patient schools will give you a longer leash, while some schools will be demanding from day one. These factors all feed into your dynasty blueprint by influencing your dynasty point budget. A bigger budget means you can hire more staff, upgrade your school's facilities, and invest more NIL on your roster.
Bye.